song is now online.
Alright guys, we are back with the second half of our round of first day of round of 16. That was great games that we saw from Sue and Sky High. Why is there still music playing? Do we notice this?
No, it's good. It sounds good, man.
Alright. Hopefully they go.
Now we're on.
Alright, well, welcome back. If you didn't hear the me talking during that music, that's kind of weird. Alright, now here we are with our second set. We've got BeSt and EffOrt ready to walk down this red carpet that we have here. BeSt being a Protoss player. He is now, I think, number 9 since, Creation Toss was ousted from the tournament. He is one of 9 Protoss players we have in our round of 16, and EffOrt, one of 2 Zerg players who are left in our tournament.
So, EffOrt, of course, an up-and-coming player. I casted him in Season 1, and I gotta say, he's improved a lot since I casted him in Season 1. I believe this is the guy that even lost one game to Toss Girl. Now he's actually doing very well. I don't know if you guys saw it, but his game against Jangbi in the Pro League, oh my god, that was a good game. I've actually watched it twice. I was actually doing like a 10-minute jog on the treadmill, and the game was so good. I was watching it, jogging. It turned into like a 40-minute jog. I was just could not stop watching the game. So, yeah, definitely check that out. But he's got another big Protoss he's going to have to beat today, BeSt. BeSt, I'm sure you've heard of him. He claims to be the best.
I don't know if he's the best or not.
That's what he names himself.
I guess so.
No, but seriously, BeSt is a very strong player. He's one of these guys who's he's very up and coming. But of course, he did very well against Stork, losing unfortunately in that last Star League, but still playing a very exciting game. So definitely, it's going to be a tough match for EffOrt. Our map lineup is going to be Neil Requiem first, and then Medusa second, and finally, if we get to the third map, New Chupmungyeong, right? Wait, how do I say it again? I can never say this map right. Chupmungyeong. What? You do it, Susie.
The new Chupmungyeong.
Chupmungyeong.
Almost.
That's
close.
Hopefully we don't have that map too much more in this tournament because I can't pronounce it.
I think that's the closest you've ever gotten.
But seriously, it should be pretty exciting to see these two guys duke it out. But gosh, for Zerg's sake, I hope EffOrt can make it through here because right now Protoss are just dominating. We still have 9 Protosses left in the tournament, only 2 more sitting around here. We're going to be introducing the players here in just a little bit.
All right. Well, they're not ready yet, just it. Oh, wait.
Well, we're going to bring them out in a minute here, but definitely 2 top players here in this tournament. 2 players who really, have the potential, I think, honestly, to win the whole thing. These 2 guys, BeSt and EffOrt. And again, EffOrt, very new, very up and coming. He's really been showing us that Zerg can still dominate. He's pretty much our new top Zerg nowadays. Yeah,
I was just going to say that. Very up-and-coming star, especially, did you know he's actually played more games in the Pro League than Savior has?
Is that true?
Yes,
I did not know that.
Is.
Wow.
Yes, it is. Actually, it's
that says something.
I think they're 1 game apart, but he's always been ahead by playing more games. His record in the Pro League right now is 6 wins and 3 losses. So,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good
really strong.
For the Pro League.
Mm-hmm. He's really strong. He's doing great, especially as a Zerg player right now. In this, and not only our tournament, but we could see it from the MSL and the OSL that the Protoss have been dominating like crazy lately. But this guy is beating the odds, and he's doing it. Here is our first player, Crazy Town, B-Boy 2000.
Crazy Town for a crazy player. Oh, Intel, I love them. They sponsor our tournament.
Did you see that cool little hand device thingy they were advertising earlier?
That's a laptop, Susie.
No, it wasn't. It's a laptop that's fits in your pocket.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's baller.
Oh, there he is.
And he's going to be moving out now. There's BeSt. He is one of the best Protosses out there, no pun intended with that joke. He was seeded about halfway through our tournament due to his skill level. And he's got a lot of fans down here. You can hear them howling like banshees right now.
All right. You can see his win rate, 107 wins to 65 losses, which is pretty good. A Casco ranking of 4 is pretty good as well, if I may say so much,
He's got a smile on his face. He must be feeling pretty confident here.
He's He's got these fans.
And look at his rankings there. It's pretty damn good.
Wow, these rankings, as you guys have said, the first 3 being attack, defense, and micro, and then his macro with a 9.8, his overall map control with a 9, and his star rating with a 8.4. And again, these were not given by the commentators. This was actually done by a poll on PGR21.com, which is a very big Korean community website.
It's pretty big. So this really makes up a pretty large chunk of what the fans think the players' skill levels are set at. And in just a minute here, we're going to be introducing EffOrt. EffOrt, basically the new generation of Zerg players.
Oh.
Food for the brain.
By 1 minute silence.
And there he is, EffOrt.
There he is.
Now again, EffOrt, he has a lot to prove here. He's really trying to prove that his race can still dominate in this game right now. And we're going to see him playing this in just a minute here.
And this lighting makes him look so badass.
And he looks pretty terrifying, if you ask me. I think we're going to have a very exciting game here. I don't, like I said this in the first game, I don't really know who is going to be the better player here because these guys are pretty evenly matched. If I had to put my life on somebody, I would probably put it on EffOrt. He seems to be playing quite well against Protoss, but then again, BeSt constantly improving here. I remember watching BeSt about 2 years ago, one of his replays, and I thought he was good, but I didn't think he was that good. Now BeSt is out here really dominating, so he's just a player that's been climbing up the skill ladder since the beginning.
All right, BeSt is actually one of the only Protoss players who was able to do a reverse sweep versus a Zerg player. Now, what a reverse sweep means is... Oh, God, this fog machine. Okay. A reverse sweep is when a player is losing 0-2 and then comes to win it all 2-3.
Yes.
And... he had actually done that versus Luxury. God, I don't know when it was. But, it's pretty common. A lot of Terran players like to do that. However, it's really difficult for a Protoss player to do that to Zerg, and he's actually one of the only ones who's been able to do that. And being that he is playing a Zerg player, God only knows, how things will go with that. You want to hear a funny little anecdote about BeSt?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so a long time ago, they asked BeSt, what do you want to be after pro gaming and everything? And his answer was, I want to be a supermarket owner.
He wants to own a supermarket.
So then everyone was like, oh, we're going to call him SuperToss.
SuperToss.
I know, that was pretty dumb. That was my little anecdote.
I'm sorry. Susan. Well, no, it's a fun fact. BeSt and EffOrt both only moments away from facing off here. And the winner of this goes ahead and moves on to the final 8. Now, getting this far is a huge accomplishment. Excuse me. And if they can get to the final 8, it's only going to help their careers out that much more. Now, we've already seen EffOrt dominating good Protosses all over the place, but this is just another one in his path. This is, of course, the largest tournament in Korea with the largest prize pool, so there's really a lot on the line for both of these guys to prove here. They've certainly taken a lot of time practicing for this moment, and there's no more time left to practice now. We're just going to see who can execute it best in just a few seconds.
Well, EffOrt here, like I said, has been in the Pro League. He's definitely been out there a lot more. He played 9 games. He's beaten, great players like Lomo, C, Jungbi, and now he may beat...
클래스도 갖고 한다. 이제 대전이 됩니다.
Alright guys, we have begun our first game here. I kind of sort of got owned by that intro, but you guys knew what I was saying. He might be able to beat BeSt. Okay, anyway. We have EffOrt in the 6 o'clock position as we have BeSt in the 12 o'clock position. They are actually pretty far away from each other. One might say on the opposite sides of the map. Nick?
Yes, they're in cross spots. They're going to be very far away from each other. And that means that early rushes not always that strong. Now, we've seen a pattern right now with a lot of top Protoss players doing the 2-gateway rush, trying to control the ramp, and then usually take out the hatchery once the ramp is blocked. Some Zergs are going 2 hatchery. We do see some drone drilling going on here. Either way, this is not a map that usually calls for standard play from either race, which should be pretty interesting here. And I assume we're going to have another 2 gateway build here. The pylon's on low ground. Okay, Overlord is going to be hatching pretty soon here. Now, I want to see what is EffOrt going to do here. Is EffOrt going to go for an economy opening, or is he going to go for a defense opening? Note that pylon placement to make sure the probe's mine in a straighter line. And it looks like our Protoss player is going to scout after the first gateway. Now, BeSt is going to be a little bit disappointed to find out his opponent is so far away. There's at least a 2 in 3 chance that his opponent is going to be closer to him. Now, he's going to see the Overlord here. He knows now his opponent's directly south. See, he zips around here and heads that direction right now. Pylon, gateway, pylon now. Now, I'm curious if he's actually going to switch up his build away from a rush build and go straight for a teching build. The probe has gotten down there. He's going to see that EffOrt is going to go for the early pool, which is good for defense. And he's going to go for the hatch in the main, actually. Is he going to take the extractor? BeSt might want to try to take that, but he did not steal that in time. All right. This is a very safe build we're seeing from EffOrt here. This build definitely wears a seatbelt and a helmet. It comes with water wings. I mean, this is a very, very, very safe opening here from EffOrt. BeSt, on the other hand, he's being a little bit aggressive here. Since he is going to rush for gas now, he's going to stop the 2 gateway build because they're far apart. He's going to go for fast gas. He moves out to try to force his opponent to make some Zerglings backs up. Second Zealot is out now, and there's a Cybernetics Core. Now, remember, we've seen a lot of drone drilling on this map. I'm asking myself, are we going to see that again here right now? And it looks like not, at least so far. Well, oh, no, he took drones off. So he is upgrading link speed. Now he's going to get another hatchery at his expansion here. 3 hatches. He gets his Zealots outside of his opponent's base, backs up. Now he's going to want to get this probe. He needs to get the probe pretty quickly here. BeSt is just teching as fast as he possibly can. And 3 Zealots now here at the expansion. There's the Stargate we were looking for. He needs to start harassing his opponent's Overlords. Meanwhile, the probe is still zipping around. He wants to stay in there at least until the layer finishes. Now, BeSt has to be careful. He doesn't have a strong defense here outside of his ramp. So really, he's got to be careful. Okay, the layer is almost done. Are we going to see mutas, or are we going to see the lurker tech? Well, there's always a possibility we could see speed hydras as he attempts to control the high ground where his opponent is. 1 Dragoon is out. He's going to go Corsair Reaver, actually. This is a bit unusual. I was expecting a Corsair DT opening. But again, an unusual map calls for unusual builds. Saith Caseless. Profound quote by me. It looks like, well, we'll see here. The Corsair should be out any moment now. He's going to take out that 1 Overlord. If you can see on the mini-map at the top, it's kind of edging out to the left. Now, the tech choice here by EffOrt is going to be what really decides how the rest of this is going to go out. Now, we see the Hydralist down. We don't know if he's going to be morphing Lurkers, though, or if he's going to be morphing Hydra range and speed. Well, probably speed first, which could be quite strong against an opener such as this one. So he's going to get the Shuttle and Reaver out. Looks like he's going to get the Citadel, too, for the Zealot legs Reaver timing attack. This is a very technical build. You don't see this too often. If this rush fails, if he loses the Reaver or anything like that early on, it's really difficult to come by. The Zealot, Zergling, somehow gets in. James Bond Zergling over here. manages to get in here. He knows exactly what's going on. Now, if EffOrt does this right, EffOrt should be able to respond correctly. And he's going to go ahead and get the Spire as well with this. Now, he knows the timing attack is coming, but he's going to have to defend on possibly two fronts here. Meanwhile, covering his Overlords for his supply, because the Reaver can drop into the main. The Reaver is really the backbone of the attack. The Speed Zealots are there to add additional damage and absorb hits. Now remember, if this attack doesn't work for the Protoss, it's very difficult to recover from. You can see he has Zergling spread out here to spot in case the Reaver moves out. And I think the timing attack is going to occur right now, actually. Well, no, because Zealot legs are about to finish. He rushes back to his main base. He has to galvanize himself for this attack. And they move by the cross in the middle of the map. And now, okay, you can see the Reaver and the shuttle are out now. Now he's just trying to delay this push as much as possible. We do have Sunken Colony. Here come the Scorch going right for the shuttle! The Reaver's isolated. If he can get the Reaver, it would really hurt him. I don't see too many more Protoss units. He's going to win for the Reaver with... Oh, brilliant! He takes out the Reaver with the Mutas just in time. Of course, they're in a Dragoon, but bear in mind there's still Zealots, which can deal a lot of damage to workers right now. He's going to have to take out that Corsair and then use the rest of his Mutas to clean up. He's got to micro his drones really well here. He splits up the Zealots. A few Zerglings down here should be able to take out whatever's left of these Zealots. Meanwhile, the Mutas are going to be there to help. BeSt gives up. The timing attack is done. EffOrt defended that pretty easily. A little lizard-like there with his tongue. He defended that really easily. I'm not trying to make a joke out of this, but that was effortless by him. BeSt really... nothing he can do back there. It looks like EffOrt's in good shape here. For game 2, let's see though. BeSt may be a lot better on the map Medusa. There's your winner for round 1. EffOrt. That game was bad. Susie hasn't even come back from the interview yet. It was pretty much over once he stopped that attack. I just spilled water all over the desk. That's not good. Yeah, he pretty much won that once the shuttle was taken out. And, you know, he was really smart by EffOrt. He had the, yeah, see, Susie's still not back yet. EffOrt took out the Reaver then with the Sunken Colony, and then the Mutos cleaned that up. And from there, really, it's over. I mean, that's a kind of build that's a bit risky. Because, you know, if it doesn't work, how are you going to expand? You don't have enough to deal with the Mutalisks. Even if you do try to make either Dragoons or Corsairs to hold off the rest of the Mutalisks while you try to expand, they can make a few Hydralisks or Zerglings, and it's over. So he definitely played that out right. Well, we're going to go on to game soon here. Game 2 here soon enough. So don't go anywhere, please. Again, only 2 rounds today, not the normal 4. Because, you know, we're so far along now. We want to spread out the excitement a little bit here at GOM TV. So, yeah. I mean, it is freezing in Korea right now. I have Converse on. My feet are numb. I don't even have feet anymore. All right, well, they both joined the game on our in-game screen. So we're going to get starting this in a little bit here. BeSt should play pretty differently on this map, though, Medusa. I'm expecting a fast Nexus opener here. That's probably really the only build you can get away with, unless you're doing something even more all-in-ish in the last game on a map like Medusa. As far as EffOrt, I expect standard play as well. Well, I think we're going to get this going any second now, so get ready.